This conference will now be recorded.
No.
No. So anyone is having testing background?
No.
Yeah. No one is having. Okay, fine then. Yeah. Yes. Christopher, your voice is not audible.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
My voice is audible now.
Yes. Now it's audible. Please.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Sir, I'm working in Wipro,
Okay.
and I have to join recently in this section. I don't know what it is, but I'm very much interested to join in the Selenium Java.
Okay. So you have any background with manual testing?
No, sir, I don't
Okay.
have.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Okay. Fine then. Thank you.
Hey, this is Kranti. I
Yeah. Hi.
I have a coding background a little bit. So
Uh,
yeah,
okay. Fine. So you have any testing background?
no.
No. Okay. Fine then. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Anyone? So others like Shiva, Chaitanya.
I don't have any testing background.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Testing background and coding background both.
Yeah.
Uh, yes. So what about Dell? Can you rename your display name? Okay, fine then. Yes. So here, so first of all, so what is meant by testing? Yes, I'll give you some very high level introduction about the testing and about the manual testing. Then I'll show you that why we are moving towards automation. Yes. So testing is nothing but yes, before we are releasing the code, we are releasing the future. Yes, before we are releasing the future to the external world, yes, we are supposed to be make sure that feature is very clear, very good, and it's not having any bugs. So just one thing is very clear here: no one can capable of releasing the feature with have 0% bugs. Yes. So bugs will be there. If you take any product, bugs will be there. Bugs will be there. Some kind of defects will be there. But yes, as a testers, we are supposed to be test, and we need to reduce the bug percentage. At the same time, we have to reduce the severity of the bug. Yes, if it is having 5-10 bugs, but those are not that much severe, then that's fine. That's fine. But if it is having only one bug, so having 9 bugs and having one bug is both. Like, one product is having 9 bugs and one product is having one bug only. So if you look into this one, yes, but by looking into these two different products, you might be feel like the product which is having only one bug is more stable, more stable. But exactly, it's not true. Correct. Why? Because that those 9 bugs might be have very less severity, but the bug we only one is there in another product is very high severity, very high severity. Then obviously we are supposed to be doing that. So like what is meant by severity? So whenever we are discussing about the bugs, yes, we need to discuss about two things. First one thing is severity and priority. So what is meant by priority, what is meant by severity? Yes. So generally, so as an automation engineer, we will have very less opportunity to rise the bugs. Why? Because once that product developed, once the test cases developed by the manual tester, once those manual test cases are executed manually by the functional tester or manual tester. Once they feel like it's stable, then only it's come to the automation. Then only it's come to the automation. So when we can able to automate it, so once the product developed or future developed, then immediately you are going to start the automation? Never. So this is one kind of interview question. Generally, many try to ask this question to understand how you are or how you are having genuine experience. So once the product or feature developed, immediately we are not going to be automated. Immediately we are not going to be automated. Why? Because we can able to automate the application if it is stable only. That means we are going to be tested manually. Yes, we are going to be write the manual test cases and it's going to be validate all the features manually. Then it's stable, it's working, there is no bugs, then only let's go for the automation. Then let's go for the automation. So as an automation engineer, if you are dedicatedly working for automation, so here once you entered into the company, so here the roles are very different. 90% of the roles what you are looking outside, like 90% of the job postings, they're asking for the Selenium Java. That you can, they are going to be conduct interviews on Selenium Java. But most of the companies ask you to work on the manual testing once you entered inside. Once you entered inside. So this is one thing. This basically it depends on their experience. Even though for 1 year, even though for 2 years or 3 years also, they're asking for the automation experience. They're asking a lot of questions. They're asking Java programs. They ask to write the programs and everything. But once you entered into the company, simply they ask you to write the test cases, or simply they ask you to do some kind of manual testing. Some kind of manual testing. So what is meant by manual testing? I'll tell you that. So manual testing only. Then why are they are interviewing in Selenium or interviewing in automation? Why? Because just they want to acquire a person who is having both manual and automation experience, automation knowledge. Why? Because sometime later there is no scope of manual testing. Why? Because there is obviously that product development is going to be slow. Then they want to automate the test cases what we are having as of now. Then at the time automation testers are required. So instead of recruiting a new automation tester, just they want to continue with the same resources for the automation and manual. This is one kind of thing. So for the future requirement purpose, just they are taking the interviews in automation, but they are asking people to do in a manual scenarios. That is one thing. In some of the companies, in some of the situations, yes, you are supposed to be a part of testing team, like sorry, a part of team as a tester. Then you need to start the testing from the basic, like you have to write the test, we have to find the test scenarios, you have to write the test cases, then you have to upload them into the Jira or something else, then you have to make it pass by doing manual testing, then you have to automate it. This is one kind of scenario. In some other type of companies, so we can't say some other type of companies, some other type of projects. In the same company, these three different situations also happen, obviously. In some other projects are dedicated for the automation. So if in the team, like 3, 4, 5 people of tests is there, 5 QA people is there, out of 5, 2 or 3 will be the manual QAs, and they'll write the test cases, they'll find the scenarios, they'll write the test cases, they execute them manually. Then you ask, then they will ask you to automate the scenarios. They'll ask you to automate those scenarios. So these are the different types of things, like different types of roles once you enter into the company have to play. So here, yes, whenever we are so as an automation engineer, where we are going to be work exactly in which role. So what is the role of testers here? So role of testers started here once the code developed by the developer, once the feature developed by the developer, sorry, then they are submitted to QA. then they submit it to the QA. So once the code submitted to the QA, then we are supposed to be start the work there. We are supposed to be start. So here in testing as a QA people, that the basic things we are having smoke test, we are having sanity test, and we have regression test. These are the high level tests. Some random testing, some monkey testing, exploratory testing, some other testings also there. So basically what is meant, the very first level of testing here is smoke testing. Yes, obviously if any people is there with the QA knowledge, obviously they feel bored for these concepts, but I'm giving a very high level introduction to QA here. So first thing is smoke testing. So what is meant by smoke testing? So smoke testing is nothing but we are going to be test the build which is given by the developer is able to test or not. Just we are going to be validate the build given by the developer is able to test or not, is testable or not. We are going to be test is that build testable or not. So this is called smoke testing. This is very high level testing. So the basic thing smoke testing, the word comes from the electronics background. So if it is an electronic device or an electronic circuit board, the basic thing what we are the basics testing here is giving the input power. Whenever we are switching on the power to the electronic circuit, is if everything goes good, that's fine. If something fail, obviously some kind of smoke smell or smoke will become from circuit due to the short circuit. Yes. From that point, they named it as a smoke testing. The same thing we are implementing in software also. So just here, if someone give you a build, yes, so someone asked me to test a mobile mail login. Whenever they give me, whenever they ask me to test that mail functionality, the basic thing, just I'm trying to do some basic testing is that URL what they're given is accessible or not. The credentials what they are giving is working or not. Yes, those two are enough to go forward. So these two are the very mandatory to go forward. So as part of my smoke testing, if someone asks me to do some validations on the mail login, first we have to validate is that you are launching or not. Then the credentials what they are provided working or not. This is very high level. So this is we used to call it as smoke test. Then later, just I'm not going to be cover all the scenarios, just I'm going to be cover the very important things and major things. The second one is sanity testing. So here, as part of sanity testing, we are going to be validate the functionalities in deep. We are going to be validate the functionalities in deep. Yes, the functionalities which are developed by the developer, which are developed by the team, is working fine or not. Yes, I have a mailbox mail functionality. So as per the smoke, as per the basic thing, just I'm validating is that URL working or not, or is I'm able to log in with the given credentials or not. That's it. This is very high level testing. So why I'm doing this smoke testing? Just I have to validate is that bill given by the team is testable or not. This is as part of smoke testing. Then later, as part of sanity testing, we are going to be validate the functionalities. Yes, as per my mail functionality, yes, I have an inbox, I have sent items, I have compose mail, yes, new mail scenarios, I have a drafts, I have an outbox, yes, multiple scenarios, even I have a chart, everything. So in that scenario, yes, sanity testing is nothing but we are going to be validate the functionalities. So as part of smoke, we didn't touch all these scenarios, this inbox or sent items or compose mail or outbox or drafts. These are all the things we didn't touch at the time. As part of sanity testing, yes, we are going to be validate functionalities in deep. Functionalities in deep. Yes, is is inbox is working fine or not. So here we are going to be validate that end-to-end scenarios. End-to-end scenarios. So this is called sanity testing. Then another thing is regression testing. This is a very important scenarios for the, this is a very important area for the automation engineers. Why? Because I'll give you the information. So what is meant by regression testing? So regression testing is nothing but the thing in smoke testing, just we are validating is that build is testable or not. Then in sanity testing, the feature which is given by the developer newly, the new feature or the new product is working as per expectation or not. Like functionalities are working as per expectation or not. Like if you see, yes, my mail functionality, my developer added one new feature, messaging, or one new feature, auto correction. While I'm typing the message in the inbox, it's automatically spell correction is there. So that is a new feature developed by developers. So as for the sanity testing, we are going to be validate, is that new feature working fine or not? So now we're clear about smoke and sanity. Then what is meant by regression? Yes. How we are going to be validate that new feature is working fine or not? Same like that. We are very responsible. We are responsible to validate the neighbor features and the existing features are not affected by this new feature. The neighbor features are not affected by this new feature. Yes, exactly. So these type of things generally we so these type of situation generally we used to observe outside. Like so few years back, WhatsApp introduced wallpapers also. So at the time of very initial days, whenever that wallpapers are introduced, the wallpapers what is stated sometimes, like the wallpaper feature sometimes disturbing the existing deep display feature, existing DP feature. So sometimes if you set something as a wallpaper, they are going to be set automatically, they are going to be set as your display pic. So that is a bug. Yes, they did proper testing on it in smoke side, in sanity side, but they didn't proper testing on regression side. Why? Because if it is a regression is nothing but we are going to be validate a new feature is not disturbing the existing neighbor features. Yes, we are supposed to be make sure on those scenarios. That is called regression testing. Yes, as an automation engineer, we are going to be work on this regression side. Why? Because why we have to work on this regression side only? Why? Because as part of smoke tests, you can imagine here. Just simply you can imagine here. If it is a mailbox feature, as a smoke test, just we are validating very like is that URL working or not? Is that credentials working or not? It's these things only. Is it working in all the browsers or not? Yes, these are the very simple scenarios. So hardly like if your application features are going to be increased day by day also, the smoke scenarios are very simple. Those hardly the 3 to 5, that's it. Then sanity. Even though sanity also same. Like now my feature, like my product is having only inbox feature, then in this release just I'm going to be validate only inbox. Sometime later one more feature outbox is there. So as per the sanity, I'm going to validate only outbox. So sometime later, my email product is going to be have draft functionality. At that time, as per sanity, I'm going to be validate only drafts. So here, the features of your product is going to be increased, but areas what you are going to be touch as part of smoke or sanity are not going to be increased. They are going to be constant. So as per the sanity, what the feature very new, what the feature you are going to be integrate with the existing, only that one you are going to be validate. But whenever regression comes into the picture, yes, as the regression scenarios, we are supposed to be validate the newly introduction feature is not going to be disturb the existing features. That means, so as of now, like as a new product, I'm having only inbox feature in my product. So whenever that inbox feature is going to be integrated with my product as part of smoke testing, I'm going to be hardly validate 2-3 test cases. Then I'm doing sanity testing on this particular inbox. Here, there is no need of doing regression testing. Why? Because there is no neighbor feature for it. This is the only first feature. Then I'm going to be, as part of next release, I'm going to be introduce sent items. So here, as part of smoke testing, it's same thing, 2-3 test cases. As part of sanity, I'm validating only sent items. As part of regression, I'm going to be validate inbox. Then again, later, one more new feature like drafts is introduced. So whenever drafts coming into the picture, as part of smoke case, I'm going to be validate 2-3 test cases. As part of sanity, I'm going to be validate only 3 drafts. But as part of regression, I'm going to be validate inbox. I'm going to be validate sent items. That means whenever your newly added features keep on increasing, your regression scenarios also keep on increasing. Sorry. So your regression scenarios also keep on increasing. So that's why at the same time, the same test cases we are supposed to be execute every time when you introduce any new feature. If it is a minor feature or major feature, it's not at all countable. If it is a new feature, if something new code you are going to be integrate with your existing code, obviously you have to do all these tests. So in this scenario, like yes, in my company, so as part of my role right now, so I'm going to be handle the regression team. So every 2 weeks, we are going to be execute 150 test cases manually. Why? Because those are not automatable. Why those are not automatable? Yes, we can discuss that also. 150 test cases manually and 1000 test cases by automation. 1000 test cases by automation. Already those are automated. Just we are going to be running in the Jenkins. At the same time, we keep on increasing the test cases, the regression test cases, like which we are able to automate from the backlog. Backlog is nothing but the test cases which are there in regression scenarios and which are not automated. We take it up. If we are not automated them, then we need to do it manually every time. So that's why we pick it up and we automated it. Then we can commit it to the Git. Yes. So these regression scenarios are very important. Yes, as an automation engineer, we are going to be automate regression test cases. This is one thing, one important interview question. So like generally in interview ask like, yeah, generally what type of test cases you people prefer to automate? Like in my company, we are automating sanity test cases. Like that only, you are going to be automate any something else. So interview might be asked like to confuse you people. Obviously, may tell, Yes, we are going to be automate regression scenarios only. Yes, we are going to be automate only regression scenarios. Why? Because those only we are supposed to be executed repeatedly on every release. Repeatedly. At the same time, the features in our product is keep on increasing. The regression test cases also keep on increasing. So that's why we are going to be focused on regression scenarios only as an automation engineer. So basically, the three terms you are supposed to be know. One is smoke testing, then sanity testing, and regression testing. Yes. So some other kind of testing is also there, random testing or monkey testing or exploratory testing. Yes, generally you can able to see. You can able to. So random testing is nothing but whenever you are having like much time. Like sometimes if some features is very similar features is there, then instead of touching each and everything, just randomly we can pick the feature and we can do the testing on it. This is called random or monkey testing. Yes. So these are the things generally. These are the terms we used to like we are going to be used in our industry. Yes. Any questions from anyone regarding the things what we discussed as of now? Okay, then fine. Yeah. Okay then. So just give a minute. I'll share my screen. Yeah. Um, just if you people try to install Eclipse and Java in your local systems. Just I'll show you. I'll give you just give it. I'll share the links, official links. You can download it from there. So like before, so how many of you are connecting from your laptops?
Sir, I'm using in mobile.
Mobile, okay, that's fine. Like if anyone is connecting on laptop right now, just please try to run a command what I share, what I'm going to be share now to
No, I
know
have already. I'm like I connected through laptop.
laptop, right? Just give a minute. Yes, just now I shared one comment Java space hyphen version. Just copy it and run in your command prompt. Just open your command prompt. Just let me share my screen. Just you can type cmd in your search, this command prompt. Just here you can search like Java space -version. So it's going to be give you some input like Java with version. So what kind of version you are installing in your, yes, Java version 1.8. So if you able to see this type of, yes, if you able to see this type of message, that means already you are having Java in your system. So like if you see informational, sorry, if you see in
Yeah, I have Java 18 something.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Nothing. So version, which version you are using, that's not an issue. Just make sure are you having Java or not. That's it. So like if you are not having the Java in your system, then you will get a message like Java version is not a something. It's not a some kind of like, yes, not recognized as internal or external command. Like this type of message you will get.
Okay.
Oh. So is my voice clear or anyone is getting disturbance here? So someone messaged me like my voice is not audible. Yes, if you are not having the Java in your system, yes, we are supposed to be. I'll share the link for that too. Okay, first, before going to be install Eclipse, Java is necessary. Just let me share the link for Java. Yeah, just now I shared one link. That is my Google Drive link. There you can find the Java zip file. You can download from there, or otherwise, if you want to download from the official Java website, even that also fine. Anything. Yes, you can try to download that and Try to install it. Simple one. So once you download it, find one .exe file. Just click on it. Next, next, next. That's it. The persons who are not having Java in your system, yes, please try to. Yes, once downloaded the Java, please try to install the Eclipse. The URL already I shared. Just open it and install it. Yes, I will be online. Yes, please let me know if you are facing any issue while downloading or installation. If you people is already having that in our local machines, is then I think you can drop off. So today I'm not going to be cover anything else other than this installation. So I think Krishnavani, you are having it.
Sir, from tomorrow onwards, I am using in laptops.
Okay, okay. So Hemant, you're having it. Did you check your laptop is having Java or not? Yes, please confirm it. So Kranti, Shiva, Chaitanya. Yes, that's fine. Yes. Narendra.
Yeah, I have everything in my system.
Okay, then fine. Yeah. Yes, Kranti, I'm not able to hear you. I think your voice is not audible.
Yeah. I'm just done with Java installation. So which version of, which option I need to choose for Eclipse installer? Eclipse
Yes.
IDE for Enterprise
Yes.
Java Web. Is that
Yeah,
the one?
Eclipse ID. Yeah, Eclipse ID for Java developer.
Oh, just first one. Okay.
Yes. So from tomorrow onwards, also same time, like 6:30 AM to 7:30 AM IST. I think is it fine? Yeah, if everyone done, please let me know. Then we can wind up for today. Yeah, is everyone done with this? Anyone are still working on downloading our installations? Yeah,
For
by
me,
sorry, Kranti.
For me, it's installation is still going on, like Eclipse installation.
Okay, fine then. Yeah. Yeah, please try to attend classes from tomorrow on laptop. At the same time, please try to install all the things prerequisites so that it's better to have. It's very good for the practice and everything. So please try to do on daily basis practice. Please try to execute the things, the programs what I going to be explain in class, so that it's very easy to learn. Like most of the people are trying to do the practice on the weekends. Like they thought like on this week we can go for the classes, but looking into the recordings we can practice on weekends. Obviously in weekend we are going to have some other work at the same time. um, Practicing all the 5 days class in weekend is not going to be help at all, and it's kind of like burden also. Just please try to do daily basis practice so that you can get the doubts on time, so that we can able to discuss it, we can able to resolve it on time. Okay, then like it seems like everyone done with that. Yeah, well, that's it from mine for today. Yeah, from tomorrow onwards, we are going to be start this Java, like very basics, like how we are going to create a project, how we are going to be create the things like packages, classes. So what is meant by package, what is meant by class, so what is main method, what is method, is these all things from very basic level we are going to be touch. Just please follow each and every class so that it's very easy to understand the Java. Java is very easy. It's not big deal to learn. Please keep on practicing. That's it. Yeah. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.